Hello, seventh grade. It is day number 4 of career readiness. It should be December 17th. Should be. Who really knows? All right, so we are going to do a Smart Futures activity today, and there's your standards. All right, it is activity number 1. It is career clusters and pathways. Now, if you're new here to the middle school, this is a website that we use to complete the career and college ready portfolios. If you were here last year, we used it to do activities number 9 and 11. We'll be using it for different activities throughout the course. We don't go in order, and we're not going to have all of them done either. So, your objective for today is to identify 3 career clusters that are most interesting to you. Now, I love some quotes sometimes, but Dr. Seuss said it best when he said, you can do basically whatever you want. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. So basically, if you want to become an astrophysicist, if you want to do that and you put the effort forth, you can do that. If you want to become a welder and you want to go to the Career Tech Center and learn how to do it and go be a welder, whatever you want to do in life, you can do it as long as you're willing to work toward your goal. Wise words. This is always pretty interesting, and people don't normally get this right. But what do you think I wanted as my job when I was about 4 years old? So you can actually pause this video and just have some people guess. Interesting. I hear a lot of different things, like some people will talk about a boat captain or ship captain, a princess, a mermaid. But take a couple minutes, talk to a neighbor. What do you think I wanted to be? Did anybody get it right? Here's what I wanted. I wanted to be a garbage truck driver. I don't know why. I think just because it was a big piece of equipment, I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. Now, some of you might be laughing about that, but garbage truck drivers make really good money. I know a guy who is a garbage truck driver. He makes really good money for having a high school education. So after that, I was like, I don't really want to be a garbage truck driver anymore. So guess what I wanted to be after that? School bus driver. Yeah, I did. I don't think you could really pay me well enough to be a school bus driver. I don't want all that noise while I'm trying to drive somewhere. So apparently I guess I just wanted to drive something that was really big. And, well, obviously I don't do that. Changed my mind a couple times from the time I was 4. So after you go through and you're going to pick your pathways and clusters, there's 6 pathways, and that's just, it says there's 6, but it's a small group of occupations within a cluster. I'm going to show you the 16 clusters. So I'm actually going to go through all of this on your Smart Futures because it makes more sense. But you can always come back to these slides if you're not sure about something to see what you need to do. You're going to have to favorite 3 total clusters today. There's going to be some more information. Again, I'm going to show you that in Smart Futures. So I'm going to skip these for a moment. If you've never been on Smart Futures before, the website is linked to your assignment, which is activity number 1 is the assignment. But when you get on the website, up at the top right, there's a button, and you can see that arrow pointing there. It's pointing to the word portal. You're going to click on the word portal, and you're going to sign in with your Google account. So just make sure you're using that Google account. It's going to take you to this. Over on the left-hand side, you need to click on the word activities, and you should have 6th through 8th grade. You're starting with number 1 today, so all of mine show that they are completed. You're going to have, most of yours are going to be like whitish in color or maybe gray. Let me get to it. This is just to show you different things that you might see. You have the green one that, hey, it's finished, you're good to go. You're going to have the gold ones down there, it was started, but you haven't finished it, so it's still in progress. Then you have the white gray ones, it hasn't been started at all, so it says start activity. And then you have the red one that says it's flagged and it was completed by you, but I have read your information that you put in there and it doesn't meet the expectations. So you're going to click on the word flagged and it's going to show you what it says, most likely that you need to have 4 sentences in the thoughts. More to come on that. So today is number 1. I'm going to click on number 1 and I'm going to restart mine just to show you what it looks like. And when there's a video, I will start with the video. So here's a 2 minutes and 22 second video, and here you go.
Welcome to the Smart Futures Career Cluster Survey, where we learn about career clusters and career pathways and how they can help you find a dream job. When you complete this video and survey, you will not only know what career clusters and pathways are, but also why this knowledge is beneficial to you. You are going to take a survey to see which clusters match you, explore different career clusters, and narrow them down to your top choice to choose a career pathway. So what is a career cluster? Think of your favorite music genre. Did more than one come to mind? Just like music, careers are organized into separate categories called clusters. Depending on your likes and dislikes, chances are that you will enjoy working in one career cluster over the others. Each career cluster is a grouping of careers that have a lot in common. Each cluster can have anywhere from 50 to 250 different careers. They are organized this way so that you can figure out careers based on your likes and dislikes. There are 16 different career clusters in total. You may notice more than one cluster that interests you. Doing research on more than one cluster will increase your chances of finding a perfect career. Now you just have to figure out your career pathway. How is that different from a career cluster? If you're getting confused, don't worry, because it's simple. Pathways are groups of careers that are paired together based on tasks and duties performed on the job. Each career cluster features anywhere from 2 to 9 different career pathways. It is essentially another way of grouping careers within a larger group so that you have to do less work. For example, if your career cluster is business management and administration, you have several pathways to choose from. Pathways include general management, business information management, human resources management, operations management, and administrative support. Each pathway has several unique careers, so knowing your interests in terms of work paths will help you choose a pathway very easily. Now that you have an idea about how much your career cluster and career pathway can help you both now and in the future, you're ready to start. Just remember to keep exploring because the perfect career is waiting for you.
Okay, so if you start this video like you watched it now, when you go on to do your assignment, you can start the video and change the view the whole way over to the right-hand side just to get out of it so you don't have to watch it again. And then you're going to begin the activity. So on here you have all of the clusters listed. So if you're a person who knows you want to do something with computers, you're going to find information technology. If you click on the more info button, you're going to see things like, is this for me? So it kind of gives you some questions to answer down here or tells you a little bit about what that cluster is. There's a video that you can watch, but you don't have to. Pathways is going to show you the different things that you can do within information technology. And then there's going to be some careers listed to give you a kind of an idea of what information technology includes. If that's something you're interested in, you're going to click the heart to favorite it. You must favorite at least 3 career clusters to continue. So some other things, like if you want to be a cosmetologist, you would be under probably like there's a marketing, sales, and services, or you could be under human services. Some things fit into different categories, but just a general idea. So I have business management and administration, education and training, and finance. I'm a business teacher. The next section, you're going to go, don't want that. You're going to go and you're going to have to pick your top cluster. So select one of them as your top cluster. It puts a check mark up in the top. And then you'll move on to the pathways. So in the education and training, I could go the professional support services, which is going to be the counselors, psychologists, social workers, not what I'm interested in. So I would go over to the teaching and training. You don't have to click on this plan of study, but it's just going to show you an idea of things that you could take as far as courses, but you're then going to go to the summary. Summary is just going to say this is the cluster you picked, this is your primary pathway, and then other things that I could select. I will go to the reflection. On the reflection, what's very important at the middle school is that you have at least 4 sentences in the thoughts. You're going to answer what it says up here. So explain why you chose this career cluster. I don't want you just to say, I chose this cluster because I like it. I want you to say which cluster it was. So if you picked the transportation, distribution, and logistics, say, I picked the transportation, distribution, and a logistics cluster. Okay, why would this be a good fit for you? So I chose education and training because I always thought I wanted to work with children in some sort of way. I was a camp counselor back in the day, and I really enjoyed doing that. So when it came time to pick a career, I thought of doing something with business because I really liked numbers and analyzing things, but I didn't really want to sit in an office all day and look at numbers all day. So that's why I chose business education to kind of combine those two things together. Next question, why might you succeed in this field? And then other things, it says what careers in this cluster interest you most? What traits make this cluster a good fit? And do you know what type of education you're likely to need if you pursue this career? You should have capital letters to start a sentence. If you're using the word I, it should be a capital I. If you're using the word you, you should have a Y-O in front of the you. So it should be capital letters, periods, punctuation in general. 4 is the minimum amount of sentences. You can have more than 4, but 4 is the absolute minimum. When you are finished with your thoughts, you're going to hit the complete activity button. And then, ready? Confetti. When you get the confetti falling and you've got the badge that says congratulations, you're going to close out of that. And then on your Google Classroom, please make sure you submit the assignment. So you're going to hit the turn in button on activity 1. If you don't turn it in, I'm not checking it. So it's super important that you turn in on activity number 1 when you have finished this Smart Futures assignment. All right. I think there's one last thing is to do your career of the day today, and it is a travel agent. Travel agent will plan and sell transportation and accommodations for customers, including creating itineraries and tour packages. Do need to have on-the-job training or an associate's degree. Can make between $18,600 to $68,400 per year. Okay, once you've done your career of the day, if you're doing that, you're going to do activity number 1 in Smart Futures, and I think that's all I've got for today. All right, I hope you have a wonderful day. See you soon.